Hello, welcome to Wigging Out, the show that we do. We watch Kristen Wiig films, and we discuss each other's wigs. EJ today is wearing a long red wig. Not a natural red, like a clearly dyed red, but a dark colour, so it seems like it could be real, but you know it isn't. It is elegant, it is sleek, it is a new EJ for a new year.
Wow, thanks. I'm trying something new. Chay is wearing a white curly wig fashioned from a used Santa beard.
Times were tough this holiday. I couldn't afford my normal budget for wigs, so I have had to improvise. It is a bit shameful.
No, never. It looks great.
Really?
Don't say that about yourself. I think it looks wonderful. You're really pulling it off.
Thank you. That means quite a lot. Yeah, because holidays were tough.
Yeah, no, I understand. I think it looks great.
Sorry, just feeling a bit choked up.
Let's go into the film before we get too far.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Let's keep this professional.
Yeah. Today we're watching Knocked Up from that guy, Judd Apatow. It stars Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl, Paul Rudd, and Leslie Mann. And it is about, well, I'm assuming, I've never seen it. I'm assuming it's about a woman who gets pregnant. What do you think?
Yeah, I have actually seen the film.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil too much for you, but I could give a quick little pitch.
Oh, please do.
Katherine Heigl and Seth Rogen meet each other on a night out. Katherine Heigl gets pregnant, and those two form a unlikely couple as they try to figure out how to, deal with this pregnancy.
Is it a commentary on abortion rights and the state of availability of abortion clinics in the U.S.?
No.
Great. Lighthearted then.
Yes, lighthearted.
Right. That makes sense.
So I don't want to say anything to this question because I have seen the film, but Kristen Wiig plays a woman called Jill. What are you hoping for in this film from Kristen?
I'm hoping for at least 18 seconds of screen time. I would love a line or two, perhaps a interaction, a dialogue between two characters and her. Really don't know what to expect after watching Enigma and Unaccompanied Minors recently. But I would imagine that it's a bit of a bigger role than the 9 seconds we saw her in last episode.
Yeah, you're really setting your standards quite low.
I just don't want to be disappointed. It's a new year. Last year was so difficult. I want to be impressed. And the only way to do that is to set your expectations low. That's a life lesson for all you listeners out there.
Is that why you're impressed by my wig? Did you set your
I would be
expectations?
impressed by that no matter what.
Okay, good. I didn't want... Okay, good. You have high expectations for my wigs, right?
I do, yeah. Your wigs always impress me.
Phew. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, listeners, me and EJ realised before we watched this film that neither of us knew too much about pregnancy.
Yeah.
Or babies, or anything along those lines.
Yeah, so we decided that we should talk to an expert, and so we have. We have interviewed our good friend Julie, who is currently an expert on pregnancy.
Because they are pregnant. Please excuse the audio quality. We were in a noisy office because we are busy people. So we are in busy, noisy places sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. It reflects our wild and crazy life.
So please enjoy the interview and then enjoy the film. And then we will be back with you to discuss the film.
Great.
Please find a pregnant woman. Once found, have her impart motherly wisdom upon you.
Hello, we are with pregnant woman, or as she likes to be known as Julie. Hello Julie, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
So we have some important questions to ask you. How has the pregnancy affected your outlook on life?
I guess at the moment I don't really realize what's going on or what will the future will be. So yeah, but definitely it will change everything. So of course the life won't be the same anymore. Never. But yeah, actually, even if it will change everything and the way I'm living my life right now, like free, like I can do whatever I want, I can just think about myself and that's it. Yeah, of course I will have the responsibility of someone else. So yeah, I don't know, it will change everything probably, but with Pierre, my fiance, I think we'll try anyway to do like stuff like traveling, for example. We really like that, traveling, so we'll try to keep on doing things we like to do, even with a baby, even with children. But yeah, definitely I think when you know that you will have the responsibility of someone else, another life you created, yeah, of course it changed the outlook of the life, everything.
How long have you been pregnant?
How long? 7 months and a half?
And how long is there left?
1 month and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
So 9 months in total is how long
yes,
someone's
actually,
pregnant for.
yeah.
Okay.
As a human, yes.
Good to know.
It's 9 months. It's 40 weeks. And in France, actually, it's 41. I don't know why. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, babies in France and
Do you
in
think
England.
it will be 40 here or 41?
I don't know.
Okay,
If
that's
it
cool.
can be maybe less, a little bit, like 39 or 38. I heard that it's quite difficult at the end. It starts to be really heavy, and yeah, so maybe at the end I will be happy when the baby will be here. So if she's coming a bit early, I mean, why not?
Do you
We'll
think
see.
the baby will be French or English?
The baby will definitely be French because we're both French.
What does it feel like to have a human life inside you?
Depending on the day, on the moment of the day. So it's great, actually, to feel the baby moving, for example. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's really nice. But sometimes, especially at the end of the day, it's painful, heavy, and you just want to rest. And yeah, but it's really difficult to realize that you have a human being inside, to be honest.
Are you sure that the life inside you is human?
Well, I hope so. We'll find out in 1 month and a half. We were joking with Pierre a few days ago, saying that maybe we will have rabbits instead of a baby. Because sometimes we call the baby little bunny or these kind of things. So it was like, oh, maybe we'll have 5 little rabbits.
I hear they're easier to take care of. Rabbits.
Easier? Yeah, probably. But no, I want definitely a human baby. So yeah, I hope it will be a nice little girl.
We hope that for you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you think your baby will have hair? And if not, will you buy it at Honeywig?
That's a good question. I think she will have hair because because I had hair. So, and I don't know why I think she will look like me. Maybe it's a mistake, but yeah, I can imagine her like me when I was born. So for the week, I don't know. Yeah, maybe if after 6 months she doesn't have any hair, maybe I will think about it because it looks like football ball and it's weird. So yeah, why not? Maybe there's a business to do here.
Baby wigs. We've been
Baby
thinking about it
wigs.
for a while.
Maybe we'll spin off.
If the baby doesn't look like you could buy a wig that's similar to your own hair to make it look more like you.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think about it. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. Because if I have a blonde baby, it would be really weird.
That would be strange.
Yeah, Pierre is not blonde, but when he was a child, he was. So, wow.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, you have a lot of options. Kristen Wiig is in a lot of children's films. Have you considered showing these exclusively to your child?
To be honest, no. Because, I don't know which movie, actually. Because I think I've only seen Bridesmaids with Kristen
The
Wiig.
Despicable Me films.
Oh,
How to
yeah.
Train Your Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Ice Age 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Lots
didn't
of-
know that, so...
You don't have to show your child Pixar films or,
Yeah.
other...
Disney.
Yeah, you can show them exclusively children's films with Kristen Wiig in.
Okay, exclusively.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
maybe she'll think that she is the only actress in existence.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Would-
I really like Ice Age and how do you say that? Despicable Me, so yeah, why not?
Would you
Yeah.
like your baby to grow up more like you or more like Kristen Wiig?
Well, I don't know. How she looked like when she was a baby and then a child, and was she happy? Do you know anything about that? I mean,
Hope so.
I
Yeah.
presume so. She is Kristen Wiig.
That's true.
so she should have been happy when she was a child.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, both of them. I was happy as a child. If she was happy as a child, I'm happy with both.
Well, thank you for giving us your time.
You're welcome.
We have learned a lot today
Yes.
about pregnancy.
Yeah. So now you know it's 9 months, right?
Yeah.
9 months.
Yeah.
Really good to know that.
Really good. Because I always give up after a week. I just think, no, it's
It's too much time.
too much.
Yeah. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much, guys.
We look forward to seeing whether your baby has hair.
Yeah, me too. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Please pause the current podcast you're listening to and insert the movie Laserdisc. Once finished with the film, please return to this prestigious podcast.
Welcome back to Wigging Out. We just watched Knocked Up by Judd Apatow.
What did you think of this film? You've seen it before.
Yeah. Should I give a brief synopsis?
Please.
Sure. So Seth Rogen is kind of a slacker type, lives with kind of fratty dudes, and Katherine Heigl plays a reporter, career woman. They meet up on a night out. Something goes wrong. They're pregnant, and the two start to form a romance between each other. Whilst Katherine Heigl's sister in the film, her and her husband are having troubles too, and both stories reflect each other, and they both progress to a nice level of look at everyone get together, and now there's a baby. Spoilers: there's a baby.
Kristen Wiig was in this film. She did have a speaking role. She played some kind of producer, I assume, at the E! Network, working with Katherine Heigl. She wore a lady's suit. It looked quite nice. She had long brown hair.
I think it was blonde, like a dirty blonde again.
It may have been blonde. It may have been dirty blonde. She doesn't have many lines, but she kind of plays a uptight producer who... How do you describe her?
I would say she is someone who does not like Katherine Heigl's character.
Yes.
Because she is another woman in the office place being successful.
Yeah,
One
like
of those
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But plays it very dryly, isn't aggressive.
Yeah.
Just you can see that she's mean-spirited and
Insecure, I
insecure.
would say. Yeah.
But it's funny, because
Yeah.
she's dry, she's saying mean things without, but trying to not sound mean at the
Yeah.
same time.
I think she's putting on a bit of a voice. It seems like higher pitched almost.
Like a more higher pitched but monotonous voice.
Yeah, like kind of, I don't know, it almost seems like she's trying to be more California. if that makes sense. This film was very LA in, like, its use of celebrity culture, and I felt like her character was trying to reflect that.
Yeah. Kristen Wiig's character is definitely doing that. Like, she's a producer who is surprised that a woman like Katherine Heigl would be allowed to be on camera.
Yeah.
She wants Katherine Heigl to be thinner.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like the idea of Katherine Heigl being pregnant.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's in that stereotypical LA mindset of judgment upon women.
She's almost playing a male role, which is interesting. Like, it wouldn't... If it were a male playing that role, it would be considered very sexist. But because it's Kristen Wiig, it's kind of... It's odd. It's a very odd dynamic because it is played by a woman who is doing the things that a man normally would.
I think those types of people exist though, like, say, like casting directors or...
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, but yeah, it's clearly played for laughs of, like, isn't this ridiculous?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter if that character was male or female in terms of the tone of the film.
Yeah, it has no bearing on the tone, really.
Kristen Wiig makes it funny.
She does, as always.
So, EJ.
Yes.
Now we've just talked about Kristen Wiig.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to rate her based on wig hairs?
I would. I'm going to give her 40 wig hairs because I thought her role was much better than the one in Unaccompanied Minors. I thought she did a good job with the role. It was funny. One of the only points in the film where I was like, I don't mind this character. Like, she's not supposed to be likable, but I didn't dislike the actor playing her, unlike most of the film.
Yeah, I would like to give Kristen Wiig 50 wig hairs.
Okay.
And some wig glue.
Wig glue?
Yeah, I think the performance was quite grounded, like you said, in a kind of world that the film is based in.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of a stable 50 wig hairs.
Yeah.
That stick well to your scalp.
Yes, it did feel very stable, yeah.
Like I said, I'd seen the film before.
Sure.
And she was the one thing I really remembered clearly from before.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't really remembered a lot of other things in the film.
Yeah, very, very strange film to watch now.
There's moments that are sweet, there are moments that are dated, and there are moments that are structured weirdly and poorly.
Yes, I agree. Felt about at least half an hour too long. I thought it would be way more interesting to explore the dynamic between two people who are attempting to raise a child and not trying to be in a relationship. That would have been much more interesting to me. Yeah, it was okay. Wasn't really funny. Wasn't funny almost at all.
No, I think Kristen Wiig was the funniest.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd also quite funny. I think when we preferred it away from the fratty humour of the frat gang and away from Leslie Mann, who doesn't want to vaccinate her kids in the film.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, what? Why? It would, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a long time since our listeners, have watched this. But one thing that we do know, even though we didn't ask about it in our interview with Julie, is that you should definitely vaccinate your kids. And in the film, there's one brief line where Paul Rudd alludes to the fact that Leslie Mann may not have vaccinated her kids.
I can't even. I can't. Why? It's not a joke. Like, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't funny. Was it supposed to be a joke?
No, it was like a 1-2 setup, that line, wasn't it? It was like, vaccinate kids, something else, and then the third thing was picked up on.
Much of the movie is like that.
Kristen Wiig was definitely the funniest. Paul Rudd, I would say the second funniest. I'd like to give him 40 wig hairs. I know that we're not rating other actors.
Might as well.
But I think he stood out.
Yeah, he stood out for sure. There was like only one good scene, and it was when Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen were on mushrooms in a Los Angeles hotel, and Paul Rudd is like just bringing different types of chairs into the room.
Las Vegas. Was it Las Vegas?
Yeah, in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I had empathy with Paul Rudd in that scene.
Yeah.
When I first started my obsession with wigs, I bought numerous wigs and was very overwhelmed by the amount of wigs that there are in the world.
Yeah, I mean, anyone would be.
It was sad that we didn't get to see Paul Rudd's obsession with chairs explored more later on in the film, much like how I explored wigs later on.
I feel like that should have been the B-plot.
Yeah, the Fantasy Baseball League seemed like producers probably came to Judd Apatow and said, hey, look, we don't like Paul Rudd having an obsession with chairs.
Yeah. What else can we make him obsessed with?
Yeah. Like, it's a definite problem with producers and Hollywood, just like turning things down, not letting people have their obsessions that stray from the conventional norm.
We need to explore these types of things so that podcasts like this don't need to be so secret. We need to be out in the open. We need to be accepting of everybody's different obsessions, including chairs.
Yeah, if you want to support diversity, then share and rate and review our podcast on numerous social media platforms.
And please tweet us, what is your strange obsession? What would you line up and look at in a hotel room? Tweet us at Wigging Out on Twitter.
Or find us on Facebook, also Wigging Out. Spelled with 2 I's.
Like Kristen Wiig's last name.
But yeah, I know, if it sounds like that we generally didn't enjoy the film.
Yeah.
But I thought the film was fine. It was competent.
Yeah, it was made. Yeah.
It was not ever really at all boring to watch.
No. Yeah. It was okay.
Trundled along. I definitely remember it being better when I was younger.
I look forward to seeing more. I feel like films would benefit from more Kristen Wiig, and I think we're going to find out why in the future episodes.
Yeah. I guess, like, also you could see that Paul Feig was also in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Who directed the previous film, Unaccompanied Minors. So clearly, Paul Feig, piggybacked onto Kristen Wiig's astounding success from this film as an actor into Knocked Up.
Yeah.
People have to just let Kristen Wiig go. They can't just keep riding on her coattails.
No, they need to let her be free, like a salmon in a river.
You gotta stop having these big Hollywood bears trying to eat her.
Yeah.
Just gotta let her be free.
Let her swim upstream against the average current.
Let her be obsessed with chairs. Let her be obsessed with wigs. Come on, Paul Feig, let her go. Let her go.
Thanks for listening. Join us next week when we watch another film.
I believe it's Meet Bill.
Meet Bill. Who is Bill? And that's M-E-E-T, not M-E-A-T. It's meet as in being introduced, not meat as in flesh.
Let's quickly demonstrate that. Hello, I am Chay. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you, Chay. Would you like some meat?
Yes, that would be great. I hope we've cleared up some of the confusion for you there now, for the next film.
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.